Tonight, we are honoring our boys basketball seniors and their parents. As seniors, they have taken a leadership role in the school and have sacrificed their times and talents for the Seton community. Their parents have also played a very important part in their lives. They have motivated them to excel in the classroom, encouraged them to be outstanding citizens, and cheered them on during competition. First, we would like to recognize the three seniors from Arcadia, Matthew Richardson, Owen Lozevsky, and Ebenezer Amegla. And now for our seniors. First up tonight is Kobe Arzola. He is accompanied by Molly Gilbert and his sister Mariah. Kobe is a 4-year member of Sentinel basketball, and he is also a house and Kairos leader. His best team memories are the tournament, specifically the Sholo tournament, where his team had a great bonding experience. Next year, Kobe plans to attend college and study sports management or journalism. Ladies and gentlemen, Kobe Arzola. Our next senior tonight is Gio Barone. Here tonight with Richard and Rachel. Gio is a 4-year member of Sentinel basketball. He is also a Sentinel ambassador and earned region recognition his junior season. His best team memory was the trip to Sholo and winning the Cougar Classic. After graduation, Gio will attend the University of Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, Gio Barone. Our next senior this evening is Jackson Bruning, accompanied by Charles and Colleen. This is Jackson's first year with the basketball team. He is a recipient of the National Indigenous Recognition Award. He's a first-team all-academic member and a member of Toastmasters. His favorite basketball memory was the trip to Sholo. Next fall, Jackson plans to study mathematical economics and psychology and play baseball at Pomona-Pitzer College in California. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Bruning. Our next senior tonight is Alejandro Burns. Here tonight with Ophelia and Jack. Ale is a 4-year member of Sentinel basketball. He's also a member of the table tennis and math clubs. His advice to underclassmen is don't worry about what others think and to be nice to your parents. After graduation, Ale plans to study mechanical engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Alejandro Burns. Next up is Julian Garcia. Escorted tonight by Denise and Gabe. This is Julian's second year with Sentinel basketball. He is a National Merit Scholar and president of the NHS and Table Tennis Club. His favorite athletic memory was winning a playoff game against Paradise Honors. After graduation, Julian plans to study computer science at the University of Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, Julian Garcia. Our next senior this evening is Miguel Grijalva. Here tonight with Marco and Giovanna. This is Miggy's 3rd year with Sentinel basketball. He was also a member of the varsity football team. His favorite basketball memories are the bus trips and the tournament in Sholo. After graduation, Miguel plans to attend the University of Arizona and eventually live in Miami. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miguel Grijalva. Our next senior this evening is Luke Padilla. Accompanied by Matt and Nikki, Luke is a 4-year member of Sentinel basketball. He is a recipient of the National Hispanic Scholar Award. He's a 4-year academic honor roll, team captain, and Desert Sky All-Region recognition. His favorite team memory was winning Seton's first playoff game in 15 years his junior year. Next year, Luke plans to study finance or civil engineering at the at Barrett, the Honors College at ASU, TCU, or Texas A&M. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Luke Padilla. Our final senior this evening is Luke Whitus. Luke is here tonight with Justin and Jody and is a 4-year member of Seton basketball and the Seton Bible Study Club. His favorite memory was playing basketball and hanging out with the team at the Show Low tournament. After graduation, Luke plans to intern and explore careers in business, music, and the film industry. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Luke Whitus. To our senior athletes, each one of you has made an incredible impact on your team and the Seton community. On behalf of Seton Catholic Preparatory, we want to say congratulations, God bless, and best of luck in the future. A round of applause for our 2024 Sentinel Basketball Seniors!
A special night at John J. McMahon Gym as 8 seniors will play their final regular season home game for Seton Catholic. It's the Sentinels taking on Arcadia right here in the regular season finale at John J. McMahon Gym. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Paqueno alongside the doctor, and that is Adam Perry. And tonight's going to be a special one. Emotions high, Doc, with 8 seniors playing their final time in the regular season at John J. McMahon Gym in front of the home crowd.
Yep, senior night here, and it doesn't get better than this. I had a quick conversation with Coach Carter Avey before this interview, and listen, he told me they came off a tough performance on Monday, and they're really looking to bounce back, and why not today with all the crowd here?
Absolutely. They took on St. Mary's on Monday, ranked #1 in Class 4A, a team that if the playoffs started tomorrow would be in the open division, but you got to put that aside because the team battling for playoff position, so this one is a must-win.
Absolutely a must-win, and I mean, with the crowd behind them tonight and the seniors on the court, this should be a fun game here.
Absolutely. The Sentinels won the matchup earlier in the season at Arcadia. Now the rematch in front of the home crowd, and we've got fans, we've got parents, we've got cheerleaders. The adrenaline, the emotion will be high on senior night as the Sentinels take on the Titans. Keep it locked and loaded. The starting lineups and more coming up from John J. McMahon Gym on the Seton Catholic Sports Network.
Whose broad stripes and bright start things offensively. Garcia off the top of the key. Gio thought about it, puts it on the court. Little floater, won't go. Underneath, and Padilla. It's going the other way. Good tie-up by Wiley Carver, the junior, 6'3".
So the Sentinels under Carter Abey, Doc, have won all 3 matchups. Earlier this year, a tied affair, 50-47 at Arcadia. Shot is up from the outside and knocked down by Matthew Richardson. And that's a good start for Arcadia.
3 ball from the corner. Jerome shoots it over to Kobe. Woitis. Jerome thought about it for a split second. Gio in the lane and taken away by Richardson. And it's going back the other way. Good hustle by Julian Garcia.
Emotions, of course, high. Some seniors that Doc normally don't get to play in there, and an opportunity for them to show what they could do. And Arcadia knows what this game means as well.
Padilla, tight defense by Mikael Simpson. And Simpson gets called for the foul.
So Arcadia coming out in tight man-to-man defense, and look, they've lost 3 straight. Now part of the Desert Sky to Seton. They don't want to make it a 4th, and they would love to send Seton to the playoffs on back-to-back losses.
And for Arcadia, this game means everything. They're in the 25th spot in the state rankings. The 4A playoffs only allow 24 teams. So this is a must-win for Arcadia, or their season is over.
So they're going to go all out. 150 miles per hour, DEFCON 1. Leave it all out. And Doc, just open up the cliche book, and Arcadia is going to ride that whole theme tonight. Loose ball, Padilla comes up with it out to Julian. Julian guarded immediately, kicks it out. And possession in favor of Seton. Arcadia doing a nice job getting back in transition. Sentinels trying to wipe the slate clean, get a win here, and then wait over the weekend to see what their playoff fate will look like. Padilla draws the contact, and that's a couple quick ones on Mikael Simpson.
And what a good job by Padilla right there to find that lane and find contact. Arcadia is stacking the paint right now, and Padilla makes him pay for it.
And I'm not going to tell you what his free throw percentage is until after this next shot, Doc. How about that?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, and by the way, Padilla is an 85% free throw shooter.
85%.
Lately, we feel like we've been jinxing the young men at the line. Luke Woitis playing some tight defense on Oliver Fay. Swung out in the corner. Simpson already 2 fouls. They dump it down the blocks. Loose ball foul. That's going to go against Gio Barone. Had a chance to talk to Gio's parents before the game. The nicest people. And they had the greatest appreciation for all the efforts in the live stream throughout the years, and can't say enough about what that means to all of us that are fortunate enough to be on the mic for Seton Catholic. And of course, we don't get it done without Paulo Hutchison on the live stream, the magician who makes it happen. 3-2 game. Sentinels on home court. Looking for another victory to close out the season. Simpson kicks it out. Shot from the outside, a little long. Julian doing what he does. Cleans the glass. Julian swings it out. Padilla, little floater. Doesn't go. The rip by Owen Ozaveski. Simpson in the lane.
Too strong, Gio.
And Barone got a hand on that one.
Woitis in the corner. Woitis on the floor, won't fire it up. And that one in and out. A good athletic shot by Luke Woitis. Rolled around the rim and popped out.
Just barely.
3-2 ball game. Great energy in this arena tonight.
Electric.
Senior night.
Yeah.
Barone on Luke Gullickson. Mikkel Simpson. Kick out outside. Long from three. Simpson gets pushed from behind by Luke Woitis, but it almost looked for a split second there that Simpson, one more step, could have been called for a travel as well.
And that's what the Sentinels were hoping for right there, but the call doesn't go their way.
Off the inbounds. Brzezinski shoots it over. Gullickson. Oliver Fay. Fay pull up. And Fay knocks it down. Oliver Fay putting up 4-2-2. The good stroke. It's a 5-2 Arcadia lead. And talk about the sense of urgency, Doc. You named it. Arcadia playing for their playoff lives. Gio stops, pops, and connects.
Cat.
Gio Barone. Been fortunate enough to see this young man suit up for the Sentinels in football. And he brings that kind of physicality and energy and hustle out here to the basketball team. Padilla. A blocking foul against Mikkel Simpson. And that's already 3.
Yeah.
And Mikkel Simpson is a good-looking basketball player, but you can't get 3 fouls in the first 4.5 minutes of a basketball game.
No way. And I mean, if you're not in the game, you're worth nothing to the team.
Kobe Arzola, long range, going up, and the putback by Julian. His first bucket of the game. Kobe Arzola with a good look. And I love the fact Carter Abey giving a lot of seniors an opportunity tonight. Woitis, long range. Woitis doesn't get the roll. The rip by Wiley Carver. Carver gives it up that left side. Oliver Fay getting trapped for a brief second. And they're going to call the blocking foul against Gio Barone. Miguel Grijalva and Jackson Bruning checking in. Kobe Arzola and Barone getting a breather. And Gio coming off the court saying, I got all ball. Inbounds. Brzezinski inside. Julian takes it away. Titans looking for the post pass. Inside, Bruning. On the great feed from Garcia. Jackson Bruning. The senior getting into the scorecard. An 8-5 Seton lead. Good defense by Padilla. Locking up Ron Etching. The kick out. Etching puts on the floor. Swings it out. Gullickson. Now over. Carver working the body. Oliver Fay swing out outside, and that's knocked down. 3 ball by Wiley Carver. Big bucket, and we are knotted at 8. Even at 8, Padilla. Carver on him. Padilla into the lane. And Luke driving with authority. He's got 4, Seton back up 2. And Miguel Grijalva, the defensive specialist in the game. Carver, spin move in the lane. Doesn't get the roll, Bruning with the rip. Jackson showing the handles up the floor. Does a nice job crossing the half-court line. Grijalva Swings it back to Luke Padilla. 20 on the shot clock. Bruning setting the screen. Padilla lets it fly. Off the front, Padilla gets it back. Swings out in the corner. Arzola long range. Can't connect from three. Arcadia running up the court. And that's going to be a reach in against Seton. Jackson Bruning with the foul. Hectic pace. And checking in for Arcadia, Ebenezer Emilga, as well as number 11, Ron Aitchen. Off the inbounds for the Titans. Taken away by Alejandro Burns. Miguel going strong, and Miguel gets the lay-in. And I love the energy by Miguel Grijalva, 150 miles an hour, and gets it to go. 12-8, Sentinels with the lead. Gullickson thought about it. Now the Titans running the weave in the top of the key. And Julian with the active hands, Grijalva. And it's going the other way in favor of the Sentinels. And the foul will go against Ebenezer Melga. His first. 4 team fouls against the Titans. 4 team fouls against the Sentinels. So glad you can join us right here from the campus of Seton Catholic off Ray and Dobson Road in the heart of Chandler. We are privileged to be calling the Sentinels in their regular season finale against the Titans. A desert sky clash. Sentinels looking for victory after a tough road loss against St. Mary's. Padilla. And how about Luke with the footwork and the pull-up. And after one, Seton with a 14-8 lead, and Luke Padilla leading the way, Doc, with 6 first quarter points.
Yeah, a great first quarter from both sides, and we saw some good action from Padilla as well as the other seniors on this Sentinel squad. This game has all the makings to be a classic so far. And the Sentinels are up 6 heading into the second period with all the crowd momentum behind them.
Grijalva with a deuce, Jackson Bruning with a bucket, and Gio Barone and Julian Garcia with a field goal apiece. Sentinels, it's all about playoff position for this team. Right now, the Sentinels, they step into this matchup tonight in the 4A division, and this is courtesy of AZ Preps 365. They are currently ranked 19th in 4A. 14-8. And that must be Luke Padilla's little brother with the fat head of him, right? Kicked in the corner. Arcadia, spin move. Doesn't get the roll. Bruning with the rip. Grijalva up the floor. Tracked down by Jonah Bellison.
Sideline, Jackson, stay low, stack.
And that's going to be a foul on Luke Gullickson. Non-shooting.
Look at Jackson.
Garcia off the inbounds. Swings it. Jackson Bruning kick ball. Arcadia was hoping to get the call. Seton will hold on. 33 seconds on the shot clock. And Doc, you think playoffs are great, and they are. If Seton's fortunate enough to host a playoff game, it's going to be a great atmosphere here at John J. McMahon Gym.
Oh, yeah.
Karen Self and the Sentinels are locked. They'll definitely host a first, probably even a second round game, whether that's in the open or 4A for sure. Arcadia loses the handle. Burns, Alejandro to Grijalva. Grijalva inside. Julian muscles, and Julian Going back up, Alejandro. Loud and proud, down in the blocks. His first bucket. Sentinels up 8, their largest lead, and that's missed from the outside. Alejandro tracks it down. Grijalva swings it over to Julian. Julian, left side, little spin move. Try to get to Jackson, taken away by Amelga. Titans have got numbers, up and in. Basket by Ron Aitchen. And a good timeout right there for the Sentinels to kind of regroup themselves. 16-10, 6:06 left. The final regular season game of the year. And then next week, it's the real deal for the Sentinels. And Doc, you've been part of the postseason on the diamond. And when you get to the playoffs, how much does the adrenaline, the emotions, the intensity, how much does it all change?
Yeah, it's just a different game altogether, and it's something that these Sentinels are more than prepared for with their phenomenal coaching. I'm excited to see them on the big stage, Joe.
Absolutely. Next week, we'll find out. Of course, the playoff seedings will happen over the weekend, and Karen Self and her team, they're wrapping up at Arcadia as well. And just a phenomenal year of basketball by both teams right here at John J. McMahon Gym. We are privileged to call Karen Self. We are privileged to call Coach Carter Abee's teams.
Yeah.
Well coached, great tacticians on the sidelines, but even better people that care about the well-being of all their players.
Yeah.
16-10 Sentinels right here. Grijalva off the inbounds. Miguel kicks it out. Padilla. Luke Gullickson right on him. Now they trap Luke, and Gullickson takes it away, up and in. And that was some great pressure defense by the Titans. They know what's at stake. They're playing for their playoff lives. They're playing for a potential play-in opportunity. Woitis, Jackson Bruning, Alejandro, feeding Padilla. Luke in the lane, little pull-up, little short. Taken away by Arcadia. Trailing by 4, trying to get in the lane. Off the glass, too strong. Padilla rips it. Swings it over to Grijalva. Jackson Bruning on that left end. Speaking of greatness, Karen Self just walking by us right now.
Stack to get it in, Ohio. Stack, Ohio. Stack, Ohio.
And the inbound to Grijalva. He'll give it right back to Padilla. Padilla near the logo, dribbling around. No pressure on him.
So we just got the update from Jaden Herrera and Carmela Gallardo. The girls won their game at Arcadia tonight in blowout style. Congratulations to them. Padilla, long range, and Luke Padilla. Release, rotation, bang. He's got 9 points, Sentinels up 7. Lamelga the other way. Doesn't draw the foul. Grijalva in transition. Woitis puts it on the court. Woitis, a little too strong. Good effort. Luke Woitis showing some skills and handles, and
Yeah.
he's had a couple good looks, just a little too tough around the glass.
Pull it. Play.
4:10 left in this first half. Padilla stops. A little too strong off the back of the iron. Ripped down by Matthew Richardson. Gullickson gets the screen from Amelga. Swings it over. Good ball movement by the Titans. Long from the corner. Alejandro with another rebound. Alejandro racing up the floor. Gives it up to Grijalva. Grijalva shoots it over to Luke Padilla, and the Sentinels will take their time in the half court. Scoreboard, clock, and possession all in their favor, and that's a good thing. Grijalva putting on a dribbling clinic. Alejandro swings it out. Padilla wide open. Luke a little too short off the front end. Racing up the floor, Oliver Fay. Fay swings it. Arcadia, great ball movement. And that was long from 3 by Gullickson. 3 minutes left in this first half. Grijalva. And how about Miguel Grijalva? And you know, Miguel, as this season has progressed, his offensive confidence has grown.
Yeah.
And that's great to see. We all know how great Miguel is defensively. Gullickson from 3. And that won't go. Wojtas with the rip. Wojtas shoots it over to Padilla. Padilla inside.
Beautiful.
And how about Jackson Bruning off the glass? We got a timeout on the floor. Sentinels with their biggest lead of the half, up by 9, 23-12. Padilla to Jackson Bruning on the finish.
Great stuff from the Sentinels so far in this quarter. We're seeing everything we wanted to see from them, and the scoreboard is showing the result right now. They've jumped out to an 11-point lead, and you know, we're seeing everyone start to come into play now. We saw Grijalva, and you know, you talk about Grijalva. He's a player that, you know, he's a multi-sport athlete. He's grown so much on the basketball court this season. He's very confident with his dribble moves now on the court. He's not an addition-go guy where he's worried about getting into the next shooter. He's okay with the ball in his hands. He can run a play. He can drive this team down the court, and that's just another asset.
Grijalva is also a starting corner on the football team and gives 150%. His parents always out to every contest supporting their son, and they're great people, as all the Seton parents out here, so dedicated. And next week, we got a little preview right here. Alex DiPuccio, the younger brother of Mia DiPuccio on the women's team, he will be decked out in his Sentinels costume, and he'll be wearing it when the Sentinels host their first round playoff matchup. And how about the big swat? Julian Garcia.
Julian! Wow.
Put it on the party, block style.
And that's who he is. That's what Julian does. Such an athletic player around the paint. He's a beast.
Absolutely. Brock Steele in. And we've seen Brock play like the man of steel at points this season.
Some good defense. And how about the rebound?
Julian rips it down with authority. KJ, quiet so far. He won't be quiet by the end of the night. Julian, inside feed, backdoor.
Beautiful.
The recipient on the great IQ play by Julian.
That was beautiful basketball right there.
13-point lead for the Sentinels, up by Owen Lizoveski. His first bucket, an 11-point lead for the Sentinels. 25-14. Minute 40 left in this first half. Padilla thought about it for a split second. KJ broke some ankles right there. Put Oliver Fay on the court and then some. And KJ just missed. And that's going the other way.
And how about it?
It's a foul against Owen Lizoveski.
And the Sentinels are fired up right now after that turnover. And let me tell you, KJ Fowlsby almost just had a highlight for the centuries.
Nearly took the ankles off Oliver Fay on the crossover.
Wow.
Reminiscent of Allen Iverson against the great one, Michael Jordan, back in the day. Padilla, he's not afraid. He's got the hot hand. He's got 11 first half points. Kobe Arzola, a little short. Owen Lizoveski and Brock Steele. And Steele draws the foul, but gotta love the hustle and the physicality in transition.
Yeah, Steele is just the perfect player to have on the court when your opponent is, you know, consistently utilizing the fast break, because he's always there and he is not afraid of contact.
Sentinels ladies have returned home. from their basketball matchup against Arcadia. Halftime, we're going to talk to the young lady who sang the national anthem and did such a tremendous job. And we'll see if we can get one of the ladies from the women's basketball team to join us. How about Brock Steele? My goodness, Brock with a laser that Kobe could not handle, but that was just something special. And Brock Steele, Doc, is a player that is going to get his time next year.
Yeah.
And we've seen flashes of how good he can be, and that's put in on the soft touch on the outside by Oliver Fay. He's got 4. 25-17, Arcadia making a little run here, trying to cut into that Seton lead. And the Sentinels will play for the final shot. Padilla picked up by Fay. 15 on the shot clock, or the game clock, I should say. Steele feeds Julian, and Julian knocks it in. Sentinels with a breakdown on the other end, chucked up at the buzzer. And the Sentinels will go into the locker room with a 10-point lead. 27-17, and Luke Padilla, Doc, leading the way with 11 points.
I mean, these Sentinels are a full-blown squad right now. They're functioning as a full unit, one cohesive team, and that's just, I mean, you can't ask for more from your squad. They look phenomenal on the court tonight. You're right, Luke Padilla is leading the charge, but there's so many Sentinels behind him.
We're going to take a short timeout, and we'll have more from John J. McMahon. Jim, you're watching the Sentinels on senior night, and we're going to count them down before we go to break. Miguel Grijalva, Alejandro Burns, Jackson Bruning, Luke Padilla, Kobe Arzola, Luke Woitis, Gio Barone, and Julian Garcia, right here from John J. McMahon Gym on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. And we welcome you back to John J. McMahon Gym, and we welcome in the great one. That is Karen Self and her team. They did what they're meant to do, and that means win late in the season. Coach, you go to Arcadia, and you win in blowout fashion, and your thoughts of capping off the regular season, finishing in Desert Sky play 8-1, and now we get to the most important part of the season, the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it was a super fun game tonight. Just a lot of, sharing the ball, a lot of good shots, a lot of playing time for everybody, so it was really fun. It was a great way to end the regular season, and yeah, now we're just looking to turn our eye towards playoffs and just kind of see where we land.
And Coach, when we talk about the playoffs, it starts with the seedings on Saturday. They'll come out, and if I'm
they will
correct,
not come out till a week from Saturday.
And is that a good thing to wait that long?
Well, I mean, they certainly pushed it back from last year, so...
Yeah, because last year it was the initial that Saturday.
So, yeah, so they wanted to, I think just because of adding the Open and having teams bounce back, they had to have play-in games for the 9 through 24 that are not going to make the Open, and then... and then have leave room for teams to bounce back. So it's quite a bit of a wait for us. Some teams moved their games out to February 6th, February 8th. So we won't know until after the 8th. It'll be a week from Saturday before we really know who we're going to get. And then that game comes really quick on a Tuesday. So we got to just use this week of practice to shore up all the different areas that we feel like we can improve. And then not really worry about a specific opponent, but really more worry about what are we doing right, what can we improve on.
Health status of the team.
Great. Best it's been all season. Everybody's back, everybody's healthy, everybody's firing on all cylinders, so yeah.
So Coach, because I'm very observant when I watch your games, that's what I have to do.
Okay.
So in the game the other night here on home floor, and one in which I get the sense you beat St. Mary's here, but I don't think you were happy with your performance. And I think afterwards you held your team and you had a little discussion. And I could tell by the look of some faces, there were maybe some critical words to maybe get them refocused. And if I'm wrong on that, please correct me.
It really was more, we were just fundamentally on defense. We were not, hey Jaden, we were not really kind of locked in on what our defensive philosophy is, and so we were giving up a lot of baskets. I just felt like St. Mary's, they certainly played well, but I didn't feel like they earned some of the buckets they got, and we kind of gave them stuff that we wouldn't normally give. And so I just wanted us to I just asked the girls to watch the game film and tell me if they felt like they were meeting the standard in terms of defense and really dictating on defense versus playing reactionary. And so I think that they can watch that film and see there were a lot of instances where we were just kind of reacting and not really kind of being the aggressor on defense. So that's all I asked.
Well, no question, whatever you said, it resonated, and the girls took it to heart, and I'm sure that's the tone setter for the rest of the season as the playoffs will start with the intensity and the emotions, the adrenaline will be flowing 150, 170 miles per hour. And for you, Coach, I know the playoffs, it's old hat, but how exciting is it for you, and how focused and determined is your team right now?
I think we're very determined, and I think that, for us, we just want to make a statement in our last year in 4A, whether we land in the Open or whether we land, in the 4A conference tournament, we want to make a statement that we're one of the best teams in the state, and don't sleep on us because we're coming.
There you go. That is Karen Self, her team. Well, they continue to win, and that's old hat here on the campus of Seton Catholic, but it is what it is. A great team that is now tuned up and ready for the postseason as they await their playoff fate, wherever that may be. But I can tell you, it's going to be right here on this campus. And by the way, Coach, I've already talked to the DiPuccios before I let you go. We're going to have young Alex DiPuccio. He's going to wear his Sentinel costume for that first playoff game.
Yes.
Because he was simply fantastic that night.
He is adorable.
Yes.
He was fantastic. And what a way to get the crowd into it. Let's go, Alex.
Absolutely. All right, that is Karen Self. And we're going to trade Karen Self for Katie Mullins, who sang the national anthem with me in front of the whole arena. And Katie's going to join us real quick. Katie Mullins, let me just say, you were simply fantastic on the national anthem. And did you have any nerves when you stepped up?
Definitely I did. I've never sang in a school environment like this before, so I was definitely nervous, but I mean, our student section's so supportive, so it was great.
Well, I got to tell you, you simply knocked it out of the park. You were so good, so eloquent. You hit all the high notes and then some. Let me ask you, do you sing in a choir or for a church group? Give us a little bit about your background.
Okay, well, I started doing community theater when I was 7, and then a couple of years later, I started taking private voice lessons, and then I've been doing that for most of my life. And then I'm in the school musical at Seton right now. Footloose, represent.
Wow, and when can people see you in that?
It's February, middle of February, some point. I don't know the exact dates, but middle of February.
Okay, do me a favor. Come back and give me, when you get a time to think about it, let me know so I can promote it for you.
Okay.
So how exciting is that to be?
It's super fun. I've always used to doing community theater, so being able to get involved in theater at my school is really great.
There you go. That is Katie Mullins. We look forward to seeing her on campus. Look forward to seeing you maybe one day rocking America's Idol or America's Got Talent. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And stepping in, joining me right now is the Sentinels. Tough down in the blocks. The doctor is back in, Adam Perry. So what a good halftime sequence. Karen Self and Katie Mullins, who was simply awesome on the national anthem. And now we begin this second frame. Sentinels up 27-17. Grijalva, Fauski, Barone, Garcia, Padilla. Their starting lineup officially in. Taking on an Arcadia team that is in dire straits, has to win out. Needs this game to have a chance, and that one is missed, and Gio underneath. And Gio, the workhorse, bringing the hard hat, bringing the big boy pants, and drawing contact. And Gio with an opportunity to go to the line. Gio, a 71% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. His third point of the evening. And the great thing about Adam Perry, ladies and gentlemen, not only is he a great young, inspiring, up-and-coming announcer, he's got technical skills. Not to mention he's got computer hacking skills, nunchuck skills, and he makes mean brownies as well. The latter, I don't know if it's true, but it sounds good. Fauski, transition. Julian, kick out, and that's knocked away by the Titans. Gio almost on the receiving end of that. 29-17. Sentinels off the inbounds. Padilla. Inside. Garcia going up. Fouls a shot. Julian again, his third rebound, and this time Julian, just a relentless force of physicality. He's got 6, the lead at 14. Sentinels applying the pressure. That won't go. Padilla gets out of a pickle on the back end. Works his way up the floor. Padilla behind the back, blocked from behind. Good defense by the Titans. In transition, up and contact, and going to the line on the great transition basket, Owen Lizoveski. And the foul was on Gio Barone. Tracked down by the Titans. Gio's got 3 fouls in this one. Back the other way, Fauski, who's yet to unleash the long range skill. Hasn't had too many opportunities just quite yet.
It's only a matter of time.
Barone down in the blocks, trying to feed Julian. Now it's Barone, back to Julian. They'll kick it out to Padilla. Grijalva's got an opportunity. And Miguel in front of the student section.
He's cash.
Grijalva's got 7, and the lead has blossomed to 15. And you can feel the energy in this arena. Loud and proud.
Yeah, Joe, this place has really come to life. Yeah, no, we're good. Joe, this place has really come to life here tonight for the Sentinels, and the energy has been sustained. The players on the court are giving it right back to the fans, and things are going according to plan so far for the Sentinels here.
And let's give some special love to the dance team that finished 2nd in the state. They performed a nice little number. Libby, Bryn, Maria, and Faith with a great halftime performance right here at John J. McMahon Gym. And look, whether it's the cheerleaders or the dance team, everyone puts in a lot of hard work and effort and their sweat. And it's all about support for Seton Athletics, and everyone on this campus always going and giving 150%. 15-point lead for the Sentinels coming out of the gates. Sentinels on a nice 7-2 run. And Grijalva trying to lock up Oliver Fay. Simpson. And the foul goes against Gio Barone. He's got 4. He'll step out. Alejandro Burns will check in. And you know, it's also one of those things, Doc, for Gio Barone. Also, after taking a little bit of that time out because of the physicality he suffered against St. Mary's, now he has to get back kind of in game mode and the thought process of the game moving quickly and not get ticky-tack reach-in fouls. And that's knocked in from the outside by Lizoveski. Sentinels up 13. 5 and change left in the third. Inside Garcia. Julian, couple dribbles. Swings it back out to Alejandro. Grijalva. And Padilla will reset with 15 on the shot clock. Padilla locked down by Simpson. And that's going to be a loose ball foul on Wiley Carver. And Carver has that look like, are you kidding me? But the refs are on it. Gary Sports. Oh, slightly off. He's got 3 fouls. Lizoveski puts it on the deck. Simpson by Garcia. Garcia strong. Back. Are you showing the muscle and the heart? Shot at the 3-point. Four here in the third. He's locked in. No, the junior, 6'3", getting his opportunity tonight. And strokes that one a little left. Fauski, Padilla, Garcia, Grijalva, Alejandro Burns on the floor. And Carver misses on both. Amelga and long range, knocked down. Owen Lizoveski. He's got 11. Arcadia hanging around. Grijalva Julian inside. Julian, a little too strong. Carver right there. Carver will work it up. Gullickson swings it out. Lazaveski puts it on the deck. Misses. Mad scramble on the court. Alejandro takes it away. Over to Grijalva. Arcadia fans upset. KJ misses from long range. And bodies are flying. And Doc, we got some serious intensity going.
Yeah, things everything's cordial here, but this is a high-stakes game for both teams.
Garcia checking out. Might have suffered a foot injury as he works his way back to the bench. The shoe is off. Jackson Bruning back in. Inbounds opportunity for the Sentinels. Padilla will handle it. Inside. And Jackson Bruning. And that's what a big man should do. Go up strong. There's one thing, Doc. Rule basketball. With an opportunity. Jackson 4 for up there. Can't connect on either. Grijalva, ball pressure, tight on Oliver Fay. Fay gives up the dribble. Carver, guarded by Fauski. Carver using the physicality. And the call will go against the Sentinels. Alejandro Burns picks it up. That's his. Fauski checks out. It checks back in. Sentinels going bigger with Garcia and Bruning. And of course the ever so tough Alejandro Burns. And how about the sweet move yet again by Lazaveski. He's trying to rack up the points, 6 in the third. Titans have cut it to 9. Actually, make that 11 because basic math and Joe Pequeno just don't mix. Grijalva, Padilla, Julian. And the blocking foul will go against Oliver Fay. And Julian is playing, if you're in his way, good luck. He's gonna go right. Purpose, energy, harness. And connects, he's in double digits. And on his way to a double-double. Simpson, out to Fay. Gullickson, Lazaveski, kick out. Fay long range. Fay off the iron. Here come the Sentinels. Padilla. Beats the double team and worked it to the sidelines where Garcia was there. The Sentinels will retain possession with 28 seconds on the shot clock. And I love Arcadia, you know, doubling on the sidelines because the sidelines is that extra defender out there, and that's what a lot of coaches will tell you not to do in transition. Don't take the ball up the court. You get trapped, all of a sudden you're trapped on the sidelines with no room to go. Garcia, pull up, knocks it down. Julian. He's got 12 points to lead the Sentinels. Lead is 14. Fay. Fade away won't go. Padilla with the rip. Outlet, Jackson Bruning. Bruning, the senior in the corner. Alejandro, Miguel, no hesitation. Miguel living large in the land of Seton. He's got 10 points. Simpson the other way. And Simpson draws the foul against Luke Padilla.
And how about that celebration from Gahalva as well? The Sentinels are really feeling the love right now from the crowd.
We got a box out.
A 17-point lead for the Sentinels. So glad you can join us on senior night. Hear from John J. McMahon, Jim on the Seton Catholic Sports Network, the doctor, Adam Perry, Joe Pequeno, along with Paulo Hutchison. And at some point, we're going to see the Tower of Power at some point, because no Seton event is complete without Freddie the Flamingo. He'll appear, and who knows, maybe we'll get some dancing aliens tonight as well. That could be a possibility. Mikael Simpson misses both. Julian, and call, lane violation against Arcadia. Arcadia coached by Kyle Deemer on that sidelines, trying to fire up his team. As the doctor mentioned, Arcadia battling for their playoff lives, hoping to have a shot at the play of the game. And a good timeout by Carter Abian. Doc, we've seen the Sentinels take control. They led by 10 at the half, and that lead has blossomed. Now it's 17. Julian Garcia leading the way with 8 points in the third period, 12 in the game. And Miguel Grijalva, how about the effort by Miguel? Just simply fearless from long range, knocking down a couple threes and feeling more and more confident about his offensive game.
Yeah, Miguel Grijalva is really growing as a basketball player on the court for the Sentinels, and you know, that's just great to see. He's come such a long way, and right now here tonight on this court, his three ball is untouchable.
43-26. Sentinels, buck 31 on the floor right now. Burns, Padilla, Woitas, Garcia, as well as Grijalva. Arcadia trying to find a way to slow the Sentinels down. Sentinels getting a complete team effort, and all of a sudden, Arcadia starting to play tighter man-to-man, starting to press the ball a little bit more. Woitas, Grijalva. And Grijalva stepped out. So Arcadia brings the pressure, causing the turnover. And Doc, we've seen this so many times. Right now, Arcadia, a desperate team, which makes them ever so dangerous.
Absolutely, and you know, they're going to scratch and claw in this one, because this is the end of their season if they don't come out of it with a win.
Good defense by Woitas. Now it's Padilla in the corner. Lizoveski, who's shown his offensive flair in this one. Lizoveski misses point blank. Grijalva getting tied up against Jonah Ballison. And that's just some hard work and effort by Grijalva. 44.3 seconds. Call it a 9-second shot clock differential. The Sentinels turn it over. And good effort by Jonah Bellison. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, Burns, you can't be like this, bro. Whip it in there. Throw it hard. Whip it.
So the Sentinels, last thing they want to do is end the third period on a downer, so they'll have another offensive possession as Bellison goes to the line to shoot a pair. That Arcadia bench, they're bringing the energy.
Yeah, they're matching the Sentinels' huge student section, and I'd say it's about 15 to 20 guys over there, so they really are bringing the spirit here tonight.
Bellison connects. His first point of the game. 39.4 seconds left. Julian works it to Padilla, and that contact from behind by Lizoveski. So Luke Padilla will go to the line, and Padilla, free throw shooter, the best on the roster, 85%. So if you're an opposing team, you want to feed the Sentinels offensively, put Padilla at the line. Luke connects. He's got 12 to match Garcia. Leading scorer of the team, 15 points a game. Knocks them both down. Sentinels leading by 18. Just a phenomenal effort by the team in white, orange, and red. Ron Aitchen looking for Simpson. Simpson tries to beat Woitis, pull up. Too strong, ripped by Padilla. And Padilla works his way out of the trap. Now it's back to Padilla. 7 on the shot clock. The game clock, that is. Woitis fires it up. Too strong. Grijalva at the buzzer. And that rims in and out. But a strong third period for Seton. They led 27-17 after half. And they blow it open, outscoring Arcadia 18-10 in the third for a 45-27 lead. And Julian Garcia, monster third period, Doc. 8 third period points, and Miguel Grijalva with a couple threes.
Yeah, I mean, this Sentinel squad is, you know, really fired up in this contest, and I have a feeling that this is much of the same that we're going to see when it comes down to the real playoff games. And, you know, for Garcia and Padilla to be driving this squad right now, this is what the Sentinels need. Those are the leaders on the squad, and they're doing a great job at it.
So, as we heard from Karen Self, and usually, Doc, tell me if you like this.
Yeah.
Usually the playoff seedings are done this weekend.
Yeah.
According to Karen Self, they're a week from Saturday, so the Sentinels, men's and women's squad, they won't be playing for another, call it 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's very interesting, you know, and at least it gives the athletes a chance to really rest and prepare for the playoffs, and, you know, that might work out in the Sentinels' favor, you know, give Barone a bit more time to, you know, come back. But when it's all said and done, these boys have accumulated a lot of wear and tear over the season, and these 2 weeks might do them some good. For you personally, when you played baseball at Castile, did you want that kind of layoff, or did you prefer to be back on the field the next day? No, obviously you would prefer, and they're going to call the travel on Gio Barone, but obviously you would prefer to, you know, stay in your groove, stay hot as a team, and especially the way these guys are playing here tonight, they'd love to keep rolling, but, you know, they're going to have to just readjust and knock off the rust on the fly. 7:45 left. Sentinels with the commanding 18-point lead. Swung out. Shot is up. And going to the line to shoot a pair. Grijalva, that's his first. And I'm very happy for Miguel Grijalva. I mean, I don't know if Miguel Grijalva hits those threes earlier in the season. And now he looks like a better offensive player. He's attacking. He believes in his shot. He's got 10 points tonight. Yeah, he's balling. He's getting better every time he steps on the floor. Once again, Miguel's parents always here. Great supporters of Seton Athletics. That one is too strong, back of the iron. And keep it here for post-game coverage. Sentinels continue on the path they're on. They'll pick up the victory. And we'll hear from some of the Sentinels players afterwards. And that is put in. Aitchen. 45-28. Padilla, spin move. And he draws contact at half court. And 3 Arcadians are laughing it up right there. They all slid in at the same time. So no question on the contact right there. And for the Sentinels here in this last quarter, they've essentially just got to play the clock well and handle the ball, and they've got this one all wrapped up. And that's what they'll do.
Sentinels with the clock, the time, and possession all in their favor. And that's a good thing, leading by 17. Gio Barone kicks it. Alejandro. Bang! Alejandro. He's got 5 points. The lead is 20. And as we look at the scoring column,
Match up! Match up! Match up! Hands up, DB!
Woitis and Kobe Arzola are the only seniors that have not scored yet. And you know, Carter Aby's well aware if the Sentinels continue on this path, we'll see those two young men. And that was a great driving basket in the air, Ron Aitchen. And Aitchen is still on the deck. Kobe Arzola will check in. We'll have an opportunity. Aitchen will go to the line. Oliver Fay also checking in. 18-point lead. So Carter Aby making some lineup changes here. And going and getting checked out as he hit the deck pretty hard was Ron Aitchen by Jasmine, the Sentinels' amazing trainer. So Oliver Fay will shoot the free throw. And the lead is 17. And for Arcadia, Doc, they look like a team. They're trailing by 17, but there's a lot of belief on that sideline. And when you got belief, 6:58, 17-point lead, that's an eternity.
Yeah.
And they're playing for their basketball season yet again. And Doc, you've been in this situation before. What is going in the mind and the hearts of those kids down 17 with 6:58 left?
Well, I mean, Joe, when you're down 17 in a basketball game in the last quarter, it's kind of desperation. And, you know, for those guys over there, I'm sure they know that in these last 6 minutes and 58 seconds of this contest, they cannot let Seton take their time with the ball on offense. They have to push things on defense and force something out of Seton, or else they'll lose this game.
And we're seeing just that, and they force a turnover. Inside basket, Garcia. Looked like he got the clean block instead. And that's his third. Oliver Fay going to the line. Fay is 67% free throw shooter. Smooth and silky on the first. And Fay connects. He's got 6. 15-point lead. Garcia works the ball up the court. Now he's trapped in that sideline, and a blocking foul against Lozoveski. And that's his third. And that's a great thing when you have a basketball player like Julian, so relentless in the paint, and Luke Padilla, a relentless offensive force. He's got 14. 17-point lead. Simpson will go to the line.
No, we won't. Sentinel ball. Charging.
So it is an offensive foul against Simpson. Simpson with the athletic move, but too much aggression. Julian works it. Barone right there. Barone. And they'll call the offensive against Gio. And they call that foul. Looked like it was on Gio instead of they give it to Kobe Arzola. So the Sentinels got a break there as Barone would have fouled out. Good defense by Padilla. Good spin move. Shot won't go. Padilla rips it. Shoots it down the way. Arzola. Kobe inside. Bruning. Bruning just putting on the big boy pants.
And that's what you got to do when you're the big man. Good job by him to use that size.
And a great feed by Kobe Arzola. Shot is up. Spun in from three. Matthew Richardson, his first bucket of the game. 16-point lead. Burns over to Arzola. Padilla tracks it down. Padilla long range. And Luke, relentless. Luke Padilla. He's got 16. A 19-point Sentinels lead. Swung out, Gullickson. And Gullickson answers from three. And all of a sudden, both teams hot from the perimeter.
A 16-point lead for the Sentinels. And Arcadia is not going away.
Burns checks out, Barone checks in. Gio's got 4 fouls. Kobe Arzola doing a nice job stepping in off the bench. Sentinels gladly will work their half-court offense. Up by 16, swung over. Padilla immediately, Carver on him, the bigger body. Padilla calls for the clear out. Garcia. And a great timeout there by Carter Abe.
Absolutely, good timing on that. And I mean, he gives the Sentinels a chance to regroup, and I mean, they're looking to cruise to the end of this one, but there's still a player without a point, Kobe, and is there another as well, Joe? We have another senior?
We'll have to check the...
We'll check that. We'll ring that up for you here pretty quick.
It's Woitis and Kobe Arzola.
And let me tell you, Woitis has had multiple good drives in this contest where he gets right up to the rim, but the ball just doesn't give him a good roll.
4:32 left. Sentinels want to give those young men opportunities, but they also want to secure the game. Good feed by Arzola inside to Jackson Broding. It's going the other way. 4:28. Arcadia not letting its foot off the pedal, and they can't afford to. They're on the outside of the playoff picture looking up. And in the landscape of 4A, as this one is fired up by Lozoveski. .417 left. That Arcadia bench, their coaching staff trying to get their men on point. Oliver Fay, contact. Arcadia trying to speed up the Sentinels, and rightfully so, trailing by 16. And right now, you're gonna feed the beast with Julian going to the line. Such a good free throw shooter. And for the Sentinels Nation, when Julian Garcia, Luke Padilla, Gio Barone, and all these great seniors step off campus, it's going to be a little sadder and plenty of big shoes to fill. Garcia knocks them both down. He's got 14. Double-digit rebounds, as expected. Long range from 3. That misses. Barone is there. Luke Woitis. And that's a foul by Oliver. Oliver Fay picks that up. And the Sentinels were hoping that they would count the basket. But Woitis now with the opportunity to get
Here we go.
in the scoring column.
And that's Fay's 4th foul as well. Keep an eye on that as we have just under 4 minutes left in this one.
And Luke knocks the first one down. And in case you love baseball and you want to see it or hear it on the collegiate level, you can catch the doctor, Adam Perry, calling games over Chandler Gilbert. And I'll join him on some of the later telecasts over there. Loose ball tracked down by Gullickson. And that goes against Arcadia. Last thing they can afford to do is get a turnover. They average almost 17 a game, and that one costly with under 4 minutes left. 3:46, Sentinels up 19. Kobe Arzola, the last Sentinel. Padilla will stop. A little too strong up the back of the iron. Carver in transition. Big man running the floor oh so well. Woitis, Padilla. Luke off the glass. Luke, 7 fourth quarter points. He's got 20. Gullickson long range, won't go. Garcia. And the Titans get an opportunity. Sentinels 21-point lead. They've really opened this one up on senior night. Carver underneath. And the young man, the junior, good handles, lanky, runs the floor well.
Yeah, definitely a future in basketball for him if he chooses to pursue it at the next level.
And one of my favorites, Amelie Cartagena, walking by us. Every time I see her, asking if she's going to play college basketball somewhere. Another timeout on the floor, and Amelie had such a great career here and at Seton, one of the best three-point shooters to come through this gym. And Doc, in the open division, the quarterfinals against Millennium, Sentinels were down 2 points, and Amelie, final seconds, had an opportunity from 3 and just went long for the win. And of course, Millennium went on to the next round. The Sentinels suffered a tough loss, but one of the best women's basketball games on the high school circuit last year. And how about the band? What a great job they do.
Yeah, they're bringing it here today.
The kudos. All the young men and women that, just like athletes, they spend so much time practicing their craft. And Doc, did you play an instrument back in the day?
You know, I did not, but you know, back in middle school, I was in choir, Joe, so I've got the chords in the throat pretty good. Yeah.
So you can rip off the national anthem if needed.
I think I'm next. Next game. First playoff game is me, I think.
You'll do it?
I think so. I think that's what they sent me an email. And
are you serious?
No. No way.
I'm so gullible. But could you really do it if needed?
No way. That's so much pressure on you. Come on.
Gio gliding. 21-point lead. Kobe Arzola yet to score. The last Sentinel senior to do. Kicked out, Gullickson. Corner shot, off the mark. Garcia, physicality. Rips it over, Arzola. Kobe swings it over to Garcia. Julian just threading the needle. Arcadia with an opportunity in transition. They don't call the travel. Lozoveski. Now it's Gullickson from 3. In and out. Arzola rips it. Barone right into the scorer's table.
And for a second there, Doc, I thought I was on the break.
We almost got in the game, Joe.
But let me tell you something, Doc. If I was on the break, I would hurt something physically on the way to the glass. I'd pull a muscle.
Yeah.
I'd strain something.
Up and in and right down into a hospital bed.
Yes. And tomorrow I would be finding my nearest chiropractor to pitch me back in shape. Simpson will go to the line. Sentinels led 14-8 after one, 27-17 at the half, 45-27 after three, and here they are with a 21-point lead. A chance to get the season sweep against Arcadia. And there's a lot of Sentinel parents here. So proud of these young men for learning about determination, effort, energy. And Gio Barone gets a nice hand from the crowd. Taken away by Simpson. Simpson off the glass. Arcadia. Long uphill battle. Alejandro. Grijalva. Alejandro working up the floor. To Woitis. Arzola. Arzola off the iron. And they're trying to feed Kobe.
He's getting closer and closer, Joe. And when he scores this basket, I am telling you, the roof is going to come off of this building.
The gym will explode. Omega puts it in. Sentinel lead, 15. 62-47. Keep it here for the post-game coverage. Doc, myself, and have we yet to see Freddie the Flamingo? Has he been hiding from us on senior night? And there's Freddie.
Oh, on command.
Yeah, maybe he's hanging out with his fellow senior feathered friends.
Yeah, maybe that, yeah.
And, you know.
I could totally see that.
Sentinel's calling for Freddie to box out down low.
Yeah, we need him right now. And he's right on that line, waiting for that rebound.
And Grijalva getting the big ovation from the crowd and his teammates as he steps out. Bruning, Woitis pulls it down. Sentinels will hold on with $1.09 left. Up 15. And now the student section.
Yeah. Kobe,
chanting Kobe, Arzola. They want to feed him. And they got to get it in bounds, and Alejandro will do that. Arzola long range. A little too long. And Almega stepped on the line. 1 minute left. Woitis will pull up.
No pressure for Kobe whatsoever. As the entire gym chants his name. And a turnover right there.
48.3 seconds left.
Yeah. We'll give the ball back to the Sentinels. And there's one intention here as the clock winds down. It's get the ball to Kobe near the rim.
They called a timeout. They're setting up this play. And let me guess, Doc, on the basketball court, there's always 5 options offensively.
Yeah.
But in this case, I think it's going to be one option and one option only to feed the 22 caliber Kobe Arzola.
Yeah, and Joe, I think that's an accurate assessment here. I don't think they're going to do anything else with the basketball except get it in the hands of Kobe and let him work his magic.
Keep it here for the post-game coverage. We'll talk to some of the Sentinels right here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. Alejandro Jackson Bruning. Bruning will get tied up in the corner. Sentinels still have a shot. 27 seconds on the shot clock. A hair under 40 seconds on the game clock. Bruning. Turnaround. Jackson Bruning. On a beautiful turnaround. I don't know if that was the offensive call or not.
No.
Kobe up the floor. Kobe!
Kobe!
Go on the range!
And he's going to the line!
He'll go to the line!
Kobe! Are you kidding me?
Kobe spin move. And here it is.
I'm on my feet for this one.
The student section chanting Kobe, Kobe. And look at the student section. They got their hands
This is
up.
a sight to behold right here.
This is it. One of the best moments on this campus this year. Kobe Arzola, the last senior, misses on the first.
On the one. Good thing they get two.
One last opportunity to get in the scoring column. Kobe in and out. And gave it his best, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. And he might get one more, folks. We don't know how much of the game clock that Arcadia will run down. They won't run down any, actually, as Kobe will have another chance. 17.3 on the clock.
Well, the Sentinels are having Kobe go to the half-court line. Now he's picked up by Dutch Vanis. Sentinels gonna work it up the floor. Woitis. Arzola trying to get open. Fauski will shoot it up. And Fauski cans it. And that's gonna do it. On a senior night, the Sentinels, the 8 departing seniors, KJ Fauski's like, look, I tried to get it to him. Everyone's like, why'd you get it to Kobe? He's like, man, I'm trying.
Yeah, what can you do? A great game from the Sentinels.
And the senior class steps up big. Luke Padilla. A special night on the floor. A game high, 20 points. Julian Garcia with 14. And Miguel Grijalva with 10. Keep it right here. The Sentinels post-game coverage about to start right here.
We'll get them all. No.
You tell me. Let's get Miguel for sure. I don't think he's ever been on the headset.
Miguel?
We'll start Miguel.
Let's do Miguel.
And then we have the 1v1 on the live stream. Me and you.
And we welcome you back to John J. McMahon Gym. Joe Pequeno alongside senior head coach Carter Abey. 65-48 win over Arcadia. Coach, a great victory, a special night. 8 seniors playing their final game, and a lot of emotions, and just a great performance all the way around.
Absolutely. Obviously, it wasn't as pretty as we would have liked it to be, but we got the results that we were looking for.
You got the win, and you bounce back. You're now 5-5, and as we check on something technically,
Here we go. Is it mine? There we go. That sounds a little bit better. There we go. We are golden.
We are golden now. Hey, we kind of go with the flow here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. So, Coach, my original first question, high emotions on senior night. The boys delivered. You pick up the win, and you go into the postseason with some momentum.
Absolutely. I mean, we got 8 seniors, just like you said, and these 8 seniors have showed up every single day. They've sacrificed for one another. They care about one another. And at the end of the day, I know that they don't care about any individual statistics other than that scoreboard right there.
Yeah, getting the win was paramount. You finished 5-5 in the Desert Sky in one of the toughest divisions in 4A. And then, of course, now, Coach, you've got some momentum going into the postseason. And now going into the weekend, well, you have to wait a little bit longer.
Right.
As last year, it used to be the pairings would come out this Saturday. Now you got to wait an extra week. And that being said, Coach, do you like the extra week of waiting and kind of waiting around and deciding who you're going to play, and along the way trying to keep your team fresh?
So I do like having a little bit of time to prepare, have some practices, go over what we want to do strategically before we play our opponent. But I want to know who we're going to play, man. I don't want to wait until next Saturday to find out. We just had a big win. Obviously, our regular season is over. I know that we're going to be going into the postseason, but I mean, I'm curious to just see how that whole postseason shapes up. So I would really like to know who we play. I know I got to wait till next Saturday, so patience is a virtue, I guess.
So, Coach, in this Desert Sky, which you play some of the best teams in 4A, St. Mary's ranked #1 in 4A, Mesquite in the top 5 in 4A. How battle-tested has playing in this conference gotten you ready for the postseason?
I mean, you said it yourself. We got very tough opponents in this 4A region. The Desert Sky is no joke. If you play against St. Mary's, you know how talented they are. They got a ton of size. They're led by a great point guard. Mesquite's extremely well coached. They got a ton of talent. But, I mean, you were right here with us. We almost had that Mesquite game. So we're battle-tested. That Mesquite game where we lost by 1 in overtime is what has prepared us for the moment today.
And when we talk about the postseason, Coach, it's a different animal. And when you talk playoff basketball, talk about the energy, the adrenaline, the intensity, the determination that all of a sudden reaches another altitude.
Absolutely. And what I really love is we're going into the postseason with 8 seniors, right? Not only that, but people that have been there before. Luke Padilla was a junior for my team last year. He was in the playoffs for us last year. Julian Garcia, junior for us last year. He's been in the playoffs for us last year. Gio Barone was on our team last year. He's been in the playoffs. So these guys have playoff experience. They know the preparation that it takes to get ready for those games. They know the anticipation leading up to those games. And I don't have one doubt in my mind that those guys aren't going to come out and ball to the wall.
And, you know, the great thing about this team, Carter, is that when I came to a preseason practice, the energy, the love, the camaraderie, the spirit on this team in that practice, and I don't think that kind of attitude has wavered on this team all season.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been fantastic to see that these young men love playing for you.
Well, thank you.
And it's a beautiful thing is now for the second year in a row, this team will be going into the postseason. And Coach, you're building a special culture here at Seton, and kind of give us a little insight of when you first stepped in and as you continue to build this beautiful machine that's now flowing on all cylinders, what your thought process is and where you're trying to guide that ship to.
Well, I appreciate all the kind words, man. I mean, this is something that I'm extremely passionate about. I wouldn't be a teacher here at Seton Catholic if I didn't love the game of basketball. So I just want to be a coach that can use basketball to teach these young men, teach them life lessons, teach them how to show up on time, how to work well with others, how to battle adversity. Not everything in life is going to go exactly how you plan, but we have a motto on our team. Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you respond. So we've handled adversity. We've had so many different things thrown at us, and they respond the right way every single time. So I'm extremely proud of my guys. It's not on me at all. This is them being high character individuals. I just try to guide them in the right direction, and they're willing to take that coaching. So I got a great group of guys, and I'm just so blessed to have that team in that locker room.
And Coach, before I let you go, so you're going to have some time to get ready for the playoffs. Regardless, win, lose, or draw, how proud of you are of these young men?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to get emotional, man. This is tough, because when we bring it up and we say family, a lot of people just say it because that's what you're supposed to do, right? Each and every one of our guys, they mean it. And I know that my coaches, they mean it too. So when we say family, this is truly our family. And we spend more time together than we probably do with our own families. So going up to Sholo, being able to get to know them on a little bit more of a personal level, being able to play all of these games from November 17th up until January 31st, like, we are a family through thick and thin. I wouldn't want to go to war with any other group in the world.
There you go. That is Carter Abey. So eloquent on the mic, a tactician on the sidelines. The Sentinels pick up their 19th win. Now they play the waiting game as the postseason for this squad is right around the corner. Keep it locked and loaded right here from John J. McMahon. Jim, more to come on the Seton Catholic Sports Network.
Joe, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for everything.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Perry here with you, and we've got Miguel Grijalva. Miggy, just let me in on some insider information. If the Sentinels did not come away with the victory here, they were not going to playoffs. So I thought it was just seeding that they were worried about. You guys might have missed the whole thing. So regardless, that's water under the bridge. Sentinels are in, ladies and gentlemen. And Miggy, going forward, what's your mental thought heading into playoffs? Because you guys don't know who you're playing yet, do you?
So our mental thought going in is, do we want to win or do we want to go home?
Yeah.
We got to find a way to win. So at all costs, we got to win.
Find a way to win, and the Sentinels did that here tonight, and I'm sure we'll see them do it again in their first playoff game. But, Miguel, you played well tonight, and how about you running some plays at the point here tonight? And, at the start of the season, listen, Miguel was not the same basketball player that he is now, and what's been that growth for you? What really set you apart to, be where you are today?
It's just my teammates are trusting me, right? I feel comfortable. I feel confident. Like, my teammates feel – that's my cousin. I feel comfortable running the ball. I feel comfortable trusting my teammates. I know my teammates can count on me. We just are a big family, right?
Yeah.
So we can all just trust each other. We all have love for each other. So it just helped encourage me to help me keep my confidence, get my confidence up, just help us all play better.
Yeah, and that's something we can see even from the broadcasting booth. The chemistry on this team is unmatched anywhere in the state. And the Seton Sentinels do it again here tonight. Thank you, Miguel. Thanks for joining me here in this interview.
Of course.
Next time we see you guys with Miguel, we'll be in the playoffs. Thank you. We'll be right back with another interview. And now we're back here with Jacob Garcia. And Garcia just told me everything's good. Sentinels got the dub, and I agree, everything is good. So for you, Jacob Garcia, in this contest, how'd you feel on the court tonight?
It's Julian. It's Julian.
Julian Garcia, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
That's like the #1 unbreakable rule in broadcasting. You don't mess up names in an interview. I'm so sorry.
My family watches this. They would be like, they're calling you Jacob.
I probably said your name 100 times in the broadcast, right, and then now I mess it up.
It's all good.
All good. How'd you feel on the court tonight, dude?
Man, I felt great. That was probably my last time ever playing on this court. And, I was a little emotional at the start thinking about that. But then we got on that court, took care of business, and that was a blast. That was some of the most fun I've ever had.
Took care of business, you did. I mean, you guys made short work of that team. And, Arcadia is one of those teams that can come out on any given night and give you a good basketball game. Tonight, it was all Sentinels, and Garcia was a part of that on the court. Now, Garcia, you don't know who you're playing next in the playoffs. What's your mentality heading into that game?
Well, we kind of know, the 8-ish teams that we have a shot of playing.
Yeah.
And we've already beaten, 2 or 3 of them. and we can compete with any team. We almost beat Mesquite. That's one of the best teams in 4A. And it's any given night for us.
Yeah.
It's any given night.
Any given night, these Sentinels can beat anybody. Their team chemistry is unmatched. And we see it here again on the court tonight. So, Julian Garcia, thank you for joining me, and I have to let you know, someone came up to me the other day and said, that they thought I was your older brother. And I take that.
That's a great compliment.
A very good compliment. Two similar-looking fellas, and we're having a great time here tonight. So thank you for joining me, Julian. We'll be right back, and we'll be on with Luke Padilla.
Yes, sir.
Julian Garcia. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Woo. And here we go back for our final interview of the night. Luke Padilla and his body double right here. Whoa. That's a wonderful cutout. And, I love that. Did you guys set that up, or did you guys have any part of that? Or that was
I'm sure it had something to do with the parents.
Yeah.
Atmosphere was great. I mean, all the different fat heads, all that stuff for the senior night. So it was a great atmosphere. It ain't too flattering, but it's funny.
So much fun over here at Seton Sentinels with the Seton Sentinels. And let me tell you, you guys balled out tonight, and you specifically, as this fat head is slowly moving closer to us. So talk to me a little bit about how you felt on the court tonight. How'd you feel, dude?
Yeah, it definitely was an awesome atmosphere, the best one we've had all year. So, yeah, coming out, it was, I wouldn't say it was nervous, just more so like appreciative of the atmosphere and the feeling. And we were definitely ready to come out, and I don't think anybody had nerves. So, yeah, coming out from the jump, and rest is history.
Yeah, rest is history. And, let me tell you, these Sentinels balled out here today. I've said it over and over. This is a squad that can beat anyone on any day. And Luke Padilla, you guys don't know who you're playing next. And what's your mentality heading into this next playoff?
Yeah, for sure. Got a lot of time off. I think February 16th is the playing game. So, going to regroup, enjoy while we can. But we got 2 weeks of solid preparation. We'll find out soon enough, and we'll be ready for them.
2 weeks of solid preparation for the Sentinels, and that'll do it for today's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us, Adam Perry, Joe Pequeno, and Luke Padilla, two Luke Padillas, as a matter of fact. Thank you for joining us here on Seton Sentinel Network. We'll be back with some more action in a few weeks.